What's up, you Italian scumbag? So yesterday I was looking for a movie to watch when I noticed that PD Dave dropped another visual masterpiece, this time with one girl.
So actually this was the spot I was gonna kill myself, can you believe it?
Now I actually didn't intend to watch this movie, I only clicked on it because I thought this website didn't have his last movie in HD yet, so I'm like, let's see what's up with this. And just because I saw it after, I saw Bodies, 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 and Pete dies like 35 minutes into the movie, so I don't know why him being in there was such a big deal. He was the most unlikable character.
Well, I just look like I fuck. You know what I mean? I look like I fuck. And that's the vibe I like to put out there.
Yeah.
But this other movie is called Meet Cute, and he's in it for the whole thing. And basically it's about a wildly inventive deconstruction of a romantic comedy built around the question, what would you do if you could travel back to your loved one's past, heal their traumas, fix their problems, and change them into the perfect partner? But basically just imagine 50 First Dates, only the amnesia is being placed with a time machine tanning bed.
So how much do you use the tanning machine?
Oh no, it's not a tan machine, it's a time machine.
And I know this isn't the ideal choice, but someone said they want another review, so this one's for you, baby girl. This one goes out to all my baby girls. I see your comments, ladies, and they make me smile. I'm lurking, and So we begin this movie at a bar where Sheila and Gary...
I'm Sheila.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Gary.
are unknowingly about to be the only two people we see for the rest of this movie. More importantly though, Sheila knows I hate waiting.
Gary, I gotta come clean with you. I'm a time traveler.
And of course, he just brushed it off as a joke, and they continue their night together. Throughout their date, if that's what you want to call it, you notice that she seems to have been here before.
Well, it's a real Sophie's choice kind of decision now, isn't it?
I love it when you make that joke.
What?
When they get to this restaurant, she once again tells him that she's from the future, but it's only 24 hours from then.
Here's the thing, Gary. I have got to come clean with you.
You're not from the future, are you?
No, I am. I am, actually, very much. I wouldn't lie about that. But I'm just not from very far in the future. I'm from 24 hours in the future.
And then just casually explains how it happens, and you're like, this is a really bad joke. And then when she's done, you and Pete are both like,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just wow, honestly.
I know.
And also to do this, apparently she needs to kill her past self, which is actually wild if you think about it. So like she's here and then goes 24 hours into the past, but there's still a version of her that's in normal time that she has to kill. She then continues on in the dead one's place, which then means this version of her is going to get killed by another version of her who goes 24 hours into. Gary still doesn't take her seriously though, and they continue on their date, and at the end, she again tells him about the time machine and how she's going to do this all tomorrow.
Bye, Gary. I'll see you tomorrow.
And remember when I said she had to kill her old self in order to continue to do this? Well, this is how she goes about it. Once that's done, she goes on that date with Gary again, and once again, she's like,
I'm actually just from 24 hours in the future.
She then reveals to him that she's been doing this for 3 months, which means she's killed herself over 90 times just to go on this date. She then tells Gary the real story about how she found the tanning bed.
See, on that fateful day 3 months ago when I took my first trip, I was actually about to kill myself.
She ends this date by taking Gary to the exact place she was gonna jump.
So actually this was the spot I was gonna kill myself, can you believe it? The drop, the dive, the chill of the water, I mean, pretty good way to go. Plus no blood and no like weird forensics, like what
Literally top 1 worst first date option or places to go. She now tells him it's been 5 months and now she wished he never dated Ariana or Kim and just ends up walking away. She starts everything all over again. This time she seems a bit more fed up about the night before and starts moving things along herself.
Hey, I'm Sheila. Do you want a drink? He'll have an old-fashioned. I will have a whiskey neat. Thank you.
Now we can see she's actually getting annoyed, and it's because she's been doing this now for almost a year.
We have been doing this for almost a year now, and things are starting to feel a little one-sided. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think he knows what you mean. That's a very stupid question. After hearing all this for the 4th time, I was about this close to jumping off that same bridge. But Gary is like, you know what, Terminator? You can be from the future and deal with this yourself, and walks out. Sheila then walks out and vents to the waiter, who gives us one of the funniest lines in the movie.
You can't fit a square peg into a round hole.
I don't think that's in your culture. It's a universal saying.
You can't change people.
But the next day, when Sheila goes back to the bar to start the date all over, instead of Gary being all 2005 Pete Davidson, dude turned into 2022 dressed like Charlie Sheen Pete Davidson. She then tries to take him back to the Indian restaurant, and he's like, listen bitch, I was on Saturday Night Live and in Kim Kardashian. I get to pick the place.
Where do you want to go? There's a bunch of Indian restaurants
There's
over
actually a
here.
new place over here I wanted to try. Come on.
So they end up at this fancy restaurant and they start talking, and again, with no build up or lead up or like, hey, this is gonna happen, she's like,
Gary, I'm from the future.
I wasn't even liking the movie, but I was actually getting pissed that this wasn't moving forward. I don't know if we were supposed to feel annoyed about Sheila's character just redoing everything, but Holy shit, Naga, you do not know how to write a movie. Seeing Gary is different this time around. She comes clean and lets him know that the
Time machine and the nail salon's a dud and it only goes back 24 hours.
No, I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Well, I was lying. See, there's something that you should know.
It can go anywhere in the past, but for only 24 hours.
thinking that she's actually crazy this time around. He's about to leave, but after she says,
This never happened with old Gary. I must have really done a number on you.
he gets all defensive and wants to know what she did, and here's where she's like,
So anyway, I traveled back there and I fixed him.
and then he's like,
Give me an example of one.
She then starts telling him how she went back for over 3 years and changed a bunch of stuff from his childhood so he wouldn't grow up to be a mime.
Oh God, Gary, no.
My miming's good, right?
Gary, no. Don't do that.
And like any man who runs a small startup company, 25 people, for now, he ends the date mad at everything she did.
I will fucking prove you wrong!
Good luck!
Sheila goes back in time and tries to reverse everything she did, which ends up working, and they go on the same date. Only this time, after it ends, Gary goes to the time machine and goes back to Sheila's childhood, and all he does is stop her from crying once, as if that's the equivalent to pretending to be your uncle for 3 years. The movie then ends the same exact way it started.
Lucky for you, my mouth speaks for my brain tells it to, so no guesswork.
I know. I like that. I really like that.
I mean, you like it now, but give it a while, you might get tired of it.
No, I doubt that very much. I won't. Fuck.
Honestly, this movie could have been better if they went in more on how she went back 3 years to change stuff from his childhood. All they did was show them playing catch because he said his dad didn't play catch with him. I hated baseball. I didn't play catch. And look at me now. Gay as a fuck. But this movie was on the list of most like motion picture screenplays not yet produced. Did he really get y'all with the go back in time to fix your or change your partner into the perfect person? And then realize that that's only like 1% of the movie? They got you? I'm pretty sure they got you. If it's on, they got you. 100, they got you. Also, I don't know if this is racist or not, but I thought this was Awkwafina. Turns out it's just another Asian actress. Black people aren't the only ones who look alike. But yeah, guys and girls, that was new Pete Davidson DLC that just dropped. According to his Wikipedia, his next movie is called The Home, and according to IMDb, the movie follows Max, who realizes that the residents and caretakers in the retirement home he started working at hide sinister secrets. If it's anything like Bodies, let's just hope he dies within the first 15 minutes. Peace.
I run a small startup company. About 25 people. For now.